Joined now by our female high school athlete of the week, presented by Distinct Ink, is Allison Saunders of Andover Central Track and Field. She placed first in a couple of AVCTL positions last week, second in a couple, and she's off to regionals this week. Allison, kind of talk about what was going well for you last week and what it means to be an AVCTL champion.
Yeah, last week was just an amazing week mentally and physically. I went into the meet with some high hopes and was just super happy with how it turned out because I got off of that 300 finish line and was just able to see my coaches' faces light up when they got to tell me my times.
Yeah, and you ended up being the new state leader in 5A and also a new school record holder in the 300-meter hurdles. Was that kind of a goal coming into this season, and how does it feel for that to be on your resume?
Yeah, I broke the record last year, and so coming into this year, I had some super high expectations with breaking it again and getting those times lower, hoping to go to college for it.
Yeah, and you also placed second, I believe, in the high jump and in the 4x4. What was what did it feel like in those, different than the hurdles, obviously, but what was that like in those? Was it a little bit different than competing kind of on your own?
High jump has definitely been a mental strain for this year, but persevering through it has just meant a lot, and to be battling these heights is such a blessing. But the 4x4 this year has just been so fun to be able to run with my senior teammates one last time and just getting to break some times that we never thought that we would be able to run.
Yeah. Is this your first time running the 4x4?
No, we've run I've been in the 4x4 since freshman year, but it's been a different team each year, so it's just been different to see how the personalities work together.
Is the 400 as miserable as everybody makes it seem?
Honestly, I think the open 400 and the 300 hurdles are pretty equivalent of a race, but I think 300 hurdles is more mentally straining than the 4x4. I have fun with the 4x4. I get to just grab the baton, put my head down, and go to town.
Yeah. What's the in-season training been like? What kind of growth have you seen from, I guess, week one until now here heading into regionals?
Definitely been dealing with some injuries throughout this season, but just working with my coaches and just knowing my own body enough to know when to push through and when to not has been a challenge this year. But getting used to that and understanding where my times will go as long as I keep pushing myself.
Yeah. How do you feel heading into this, final 2-week stretch where it's kind of a blitz right up until the end? It's kind of weird balancing, continuing to push yourself and also wanting to be feeling at your best heading into some of the most important meets of the season.
I'm definitely nervous coming into postseason, as everyone will be. Nerves get the best of you sometimes, but I love the feeling of just getting to compete and getting to put myself out there, and I'm super excited to see what is going to happen.
Yeah. What are some of your goals heading into postseason? What are you kind of looking to break? Obviously, wanting to win a state title in 300-meter hurdles is a big deal for you, but what else are you looking to accomplish heading into this final couple weeks?
Overall, I think we totaled it up. I'm around 8 times breaking my own record for the 300 hurdles, so I would love to make that double digits this year. And then going into the end of the year with high jump and everything, even though it might not have been my best throughout the beginning of the year, I'm super excited to see how it's going to go, and I'm just hoping that I can hit some higher heights like 5.4 or 5.6, which would put me at the top of the state again.
Yeah. What's it like competing at Cessna? Everybody says it's really exciting to do. It's one of the coolest things. Everybody all there at the same time. What's it like for you competing there? What makes it so special?
Oh, it is such an amazing feeling. Being at Cessna is just a blessing to even get to compete there in the first place. So once you get to state, I feel like all those nerves for me just vanish, and I just look up into the stands and get to see them full and get to know that I put in the effort throughout the season to get there, and that's just a really special thing that not a lot of people get to experience.
Yeah. How did you get into track and field, and more specifically hurdles? Because I'm sure, it's not something that a 5th or 6th grader, 300-meter hurdles isn't something they just kind of say, go out there and do it. How did you get into that? How do you remember, kind of finding that?
Well, my older brother actually did track in middle school, and he did hurdles, and so that was actually what inspired me to do track in middle school, and I just kept with 200-meter hurdles and 100-meter hurdles, and then took a break off of 100s until this year. But it's been amazing to see how that's all shaped me into the athlete that I am today.
Yeah. When did you kind of feel like you might be pretty good at it? When did things kind of start to get easier for you out there?
Freshman year, I would say, once I got to state and I got that feeling and just like the butterflies were running through me, but it was just the most fun race that I had ever run. That was what gave me my spark to keep going, and ever since then it's just been just amazing to see what's been able to happen, and I've been super excited to reach these amazing times.
Yeah. What's been your favorite part? What do you enjoy the most about track? Is it that runner's high? What do you enjoy the most about it?
The runner's high is definitely something that a lot of people don't get to say that they've had. The adrenaline, I love the adrenaline rush that I get when I'm running. And even the lactic acid and the pain just makes it all worth it when you get to see your coaches' faces, and even when they get to see your face when they get to tell you your times and your places. It's such a special moment that I just will never forget.
Yeah, and we know that the 300-meter hurdles is your best event, but what's your favorite event? What do you enjoy the most?
Weirdly enough, 300 hurdles has become my favorite event. It's a race where my mind goes silent and I just get to run and be with my own thoughts. And it's a race where not a lot of people are able to accomplish what I've done. And so it's just special in my heart.
Yeah. How do you compete with others during practice? What's that kind of like, especially when you're kind of at the top of your game right now?
So I have actually been running against one of my teammates, Caden Rubio. He is low, so like 42s for the 300-meter hurdles, and so racing after him has been such a help during practice to push me further than what I might be able to do in a meet when some times aren't as great.
Mm-hmm. What's your pre-meet routine look like? How do you like to prepare? What's kind of the 24 hours leading up to any given meet like?
24 hours before, it's just about dieting and getting enough sleep. I like to just make sure that I'm giving my body enough rest of a time. So with practice and everything, we take a little bit of a break, and it's just not as hard, but it's more getting my mind ready to compete the next day.
Mm-hmm. What are some of your superstitions or anything that you like to do that you think give you maybe some good luck out there?
Ooh, superstitions, I'm definitely someone that believes in them, but with me, I always have a bow in my hair when I'm racing, and I've done the same hairstyle since freshman year, and my teammates even know. They've always tried to get me to do something different, but I refuse to, and so I've just kept the same hair, and that's probably the most relevant one that I keep using.
Yeah. What do you like to do outside of track and field, outside of sports? What do you like to do for fun?
I'm super involved in the Young Life organizations. I'm a wildlife leader. I love doing photography and just being around people and hanging out with my friends.
Yeah. What's the plan after this year? You said you're a senior, so what's kind of the plan next year? What's the plan for you?
So yeah, going into next year with my senior year, I'm super excited to see what's going to happen. One more season left. Getting to see my senior friends leave has been sad, but it sets me up to do some great things and accomplish some really high goals that I'm excited to see, and hoping to get recruited this summer or early next fall.
Yeah. What's a fun fact about you? Something that somebody may not know about you?
Ooh, fun fact. I'm one of 6 siblings. I'm actually the youngest and the only girl in my family.
Okay. How difficult is that growing up?
I think my brothers were what gave me my competitive drive to do what I've been able to do this year and just whenever. But I definitely dedicate everything that I've been able to do to gymnastics and my perfectionism that has evolved throughout my life.
Yeah. Well, Allison, congratulations on winning a couple of meets last week, and best of luck in regionals and state the next couple of weeks.
Thank you.